Tom Pinsent's alongside head women's soccer coach Mick Darcy, who's now entering season number 18 as the head coach of the Blue Devils. And preseason 2 weeks in, we're a day away from the first game, which seems to happen earlier and earlier every year. Are you happy with where you are at this point? Talk about the preseason a little bit and what's happened these first couple of weeks.
Well, first of all, I'm happy to be here for year number 18, so that's the good news. But you're right, it is coming earlier and earlier. I think going back to my first year, I think we came in pretty much around August 18th for preseason, and now we're done with our preseason, getting ready for our first game. But camp has been great. It's been 2 weeks of just getting to know the players and figuring out what we have and what we need to work on. So it's been good so far.
You've had 3 preseason scrimmages, and the opportunity for you guys to scrimmage teams like Hartford, Quinnipiac, and Holy Cross has to be invaluable before the season starts.
Yeah, well, they're the type of teams that we're going to face during our season, especially within our conference play. It's good competition, teams that have all played good soccer, and we've came through the 3 games unbeaten, so we were happy with that.
What have you seen from your team and senior leaders that you have in this preseason that makes you hopeful for the upcoming year?
I think one of the nice things about this year's team is that it's well balanced. We've got a couple of, our 2 captains are both seniors, but we also got a very strong freshman class coming through, and even the sophomores and juniors, it's very well balanced. It's not senior heavy or freshman heavy. It's a good group.
You have to replace one of the all-time greats in Nikki Turley in goal, where she seemed to be injured a lot during her career, played through just about everything, put together one of the most impressive careers that we've seen, 3-time NEC goalkeeper of the year. Who jumps in, and what have you seen so far in the first couple of weeks that makes you optimistic?
Yeah, well, Nikki was only injured Monday through Thursday. On Fridays and Sundays she seemed to take herself up and be able to play. So an incredible player, goalkeeper of the year, obviously 3 years, but just her resilience to perform was fantastic. So we're going to miss that. It was a quiet leadership that came from her. But we've got good competition between our goalkeepers right now. We've Rachel DeBellis is a freshman who's come in and joined us this year, and we've got Hannah and Ashley, both back from last year. So all working real hard with our goalkeeper coach Sean Kelly, and it's been very competitive between them. But I think we've got good quality, and you're not going to replace a player like Nikki Turley overnight. But it was a similar situation 4 years ago when Nikki Dyer left us and Nikki Turley stepped in to take over from her. So we're confident that under Sean's coaching that we'll be very strong in the goal again this year.
And regardless of who it is, there's somebody playing in front of them, the 3-time NEC Defender of the Year, and Jennifer Cafferty, who can guide whoever that is and lead whoever that is and kind of take that leadership role on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, Jan's at the back, but our 2 captains, Branda Scaldaferri is back there as well. So there is a lot of leadership in front of that group, and one of the benefits is we had Hannah and Ashley both playing in our spring season games too. So it's not like our last game was the NEC final. We've had a few games in the spring since then, and obviously 3 more preseason games. So it's 8 games really we've played since the NEC final. So we've kind of turned the page from there, and the experience that picked up in those games should benefit going into the opening games of the season.
The season opener is tomorrow, Friday at 4 p.m. on the road at UMass. What do you look for in game number 1 from your team?
Well, it's just it'll be exciting to play a real game again. That we're really looking forward to. Going up to UMass, it's one of the story teams of women's NCAA soccer. It's back in the day, I remember them going to 4 Final Fours in a row. So great tradition up there, and it's a chance to go up and play a team who we actually played in the spring as well. They're well coached. It's going to be very competitive, and we're just excited to see how we're going to match up in a real game, because spring games and the preseason games are great to get out and just try some things, but there's nothing like the real thing. So we're excited. The preseason's been good. There's a good buzz, good energy around the team, and now let's see how we do.
And you're certainly going to find out in the first couple of weeks. Our first home game will be September 1st, and you're going to bring 3. You mentioned NCAA tournament and UMass. You're going to bring 3 perennial NCAA participants here to New Britain and onto our soccer field for a tournament on September 1st and 3rd, and UConn, St. John's, and Harvard. Certainly not shying away from competition at that point.
No, and we always, non-conference, we always like to play some good teams, and we've got a fantastic facility here that we built a couple of years ago. So UConn coming in, I think will create a great environment when we play them on the Sunday night on the last game of the tournament. Harvard is a team that we've played twice in the NCAA tournament, so it'll be great to get them back here on campus. And we don't get to play St. John's, but I think they're one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the Big East Conference. So it'll be, I don't think there's a better tournament in the Northeast this year. So anyone who wants to come out and see some great soccer Labor Day weekend, it's going to happen.
And I think that's one of the things we've done a great job of since that facility has opened, is bring in teams. And certainly UConn has come down to play us a couple times, and the crowds for those games have been fantastic.
Yeah, I think the last time we played UConn here was 2 years ago. We over 2,500 people at the game. Tremendous buzz, a great game, a 1-goal game, and we're going into these games. We want to win our own tournament. That's certainly for sure. So, but we also know it's just going to be, it'll be great soccer, and it'll be for anyone who wants to come out and just enjoy some women's college soccer and see what it's all about. There's 4 teams that are going to be playing exciting, attractive soccer. It should be a lot of fun.
And that'll be the home opener for you guys, and fans can watch all those games live on NEC Front Row if they can't make it here, but we certainly rather have them here, but the opportunity to watch those games will be there as well. So, Coach McDarcy, we wish you good luck tomorrow afternoon on the road at UMass as the 2017 season opens for CCSU. Picked where in the preseason conference poll? 2.
I think we were picked number 2.
2.
Yeah.
There were some first place votes in there though.
Yeah, there was.
There's a different. Some coaches look at those and say I don't place any stock in this. Some coaches will say, they don't like to be picked high, and then when you pick low, it's some locker room material, some bulletin board material. So how do you look at those polls at the beginning of the year?
Well, I don't ever remember a trophy being handed out in August.
Exactly.
So we're here to play in November, and we'll see what happens from there. And we think we've got a squad that's going to be able to compete this year. And if all goes well and we do what we need to do, we'll have a chance to play for a championship, come November, and that's our goal.
Coach, thank you for taking the time. We appreciate it. Good luck tomorrow at UMass. And again, go to ccsubluedevils.com, check out all the women's soccer action and all our home games live on NEC Front Row. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Tom. Bye.